جوزي واللي معاه ما كانش معاهم ولا اياتا قطعة سلاح اللي تحكي انه خاضوا اشتباك. لا، ما خاضوا اشتباك.
I am shocked, but sadly very unsurprised. You know, we've been seeing footage like this, either Israeli soldiers killing Palestinians, torturing them. Obviously, there was the infamous case last year of Israeli soldiers literally raping Palestinians at Israeli prisons. This is what the occupation means. And when I say I'm shocked because it's horrific footage. I mean, I note that the Israeli government, Ben-Gvir, has come out and supported the execution of these two Palestinians. It's worth viewers knowing that at the moment the Israeli government and the parliament there is considering legalizing executions, so essentially so-called terrorists, and of course that would be Palestinian terrorists, so-called terrorists, to be killed. I mean, this is what the occupation is and what it does to Israelis and obviously Palestinians. It dehumanizes and views Palestinian life as worthless. So it's really outrageous, but sadly unsurprising. It's worth obviously saying that most viewers of AlJazeera will know this, that since October 7, huge amounts of Israeli soldiers themselves are posting on Instagram and TikTok their own crimes from Gaza. Huge amounts of crimes, posting about torture and killing, blowing up huge civilian neighborhoods. This is what the occupation has done. And there is huge amounts of footage that goes back decades. I mean, not for a second minimizing how horrific it was years ago for Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza, but it's worth saying that in the last 10, 20 years, there's been a huge influx of settlers who are now part of the IDF, who are soldiers, who essentially view Palestinians with complete contempt. Again, I'm not minimizing how horrific the occupation was years ago, it was, but it has become far more extreme, and the radicalization of Israeli society and the Israeli military is something that does not get enough Western attention, because I think too often in the Western press we view it as there's a few bad apples. Maybe in one or two cases the Israeli government prosecutes a soldier, which barely ever happens, of course. But in general, this is a sign of radicalization of the Israeli society. A lot of people don't realize that in the Israeli mainstream media, day in and day out, with a few exceptions, Palestinians are not just not heard, they are demonized and targeted. I mean, just this last few weeks, there's a documentary in the Israeli media basically celebrating the Israeli rapists who raped Palestinian in Israeli prisons. This is on mainstream Israeli television. This is not some fringe media outlet. It's a mainstream outlet. So this, I think, I see very much ties to the culture that allows IDF soldiers to shoot Palestinians at point-blank range. It's worth saying in the last 2 years that international public opinion has radically changed against Israel. If you look at polling for young Americans, young British people, young Europeans, young Australians, they have fundamentally turned against Israel. Not all of them, of course, but many. And that is because people have been seeing day in, day out this horrific footage of Israel killing, murdering, slaughtering, torturing Palestinians. And this is the problem that Israel has moving forward. They are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on propaganda to try to convince the world that they're somehow moral and a normal society. A normal society does not commit genocide. And societies that commit genocide have to be punished legally, morally, and economically. And that, to me, is the only way this is ever going to end.